me point out something to me that is extremely obvious, but apparently to most people is not obvious at all. Let me point out something, including one of the best photographers in the world, who I've been talking with recently. He made a mention of something that I found obvious, but I've never made a video on it, is that, I don't know how to say this. Let's put it this way. If you could take a pretty girl and a single light source, I don't care if it's a monoblock or a speed light, have yourself hold it, stick it on a light stand, have someone else hold it, you go to some halfway decent looking location, like I say out to a park, okay? A single speed light, a nice fast lens, shoot at f1.8, f1.4, f2. If you can't drop the focus on the eye, pop the speed light or pop the monoblock with like a beauty dish, for example, and not take an amazing picture, then you are, wait for it, an idiot. The point of this is that if that, and it is, it impresses a lot of people, and I see a lot of YouTubers doing this. They'll travel like 5,000 miles away to an exotic location, hire a model, go on a non-paying photographic shoot of a beautiful person in an exotic location, drop a single light on something. By the way, there's an interesting little thing that I think somebody should figure out how to use, and it's called a grid. You see? Everybody should be using like a 30-degree grid for like accentuation of facial features, for defining the specular, the diffuse, and the shadow on someone's face as a 15-degree grid. Stick that on a monoblock, position it correctly, and that takes more time. You have to have a light stand, and you need to drop some weights on it, which isn't always ideal if you're out in the middle of the bush, right? However, it's all about the shot, isn't it? If you want to just go out there and hold a speed light up with a softbox or a little tiny octabox on it, that's perfectly fine. But if having focused in on the eye, taking a picture of a beautiful person at f8, f1.8, f2, f1.4, and getting a beautiful picture, which is obviously resultant, that any idiot could do, that is neither proof of anybody's photographic skills, nor is it proof that the camera is any damn good. Let me point out another fact to you. I could take the 2008 Nikon D3, a 12 megapixel camera, okay, with proper sensor saturation, meaning exposing from my ambient, and then dropping some speed light or a monoblock light, hopefully with a little bit of lighting control, which I don't see people doing on YouTube. I see nobody using lighting control. Okay, barn doors are not really lighting control. You're still flooding someone's face. However, that's perfectly decent portraiture. However, it's not fine portraiture where you're actually giving accenture to only certain aspects of the face. Like if I drop a beauty dish or an octabox on someone's face, I'm going to perfectly illuminate. There are not going to be any defining characteristics of specular, diffuse, midtone shadows. Okay, it's going to be a beautiful shot, right? Either one of them, one's going to be more beautiful than the other. Anybody could do that. I could teach somebody how to hold up the speed light like this. Oh, like this. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Now, bring your autofocus point up to the eye. Okay, so I'm going to hold my speed light. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Have her stand over there. Have her pose. Like, memorize 20 poses. Okay? That'd take like an hour for me to teach someone how to memorize. Like, look at this book. Here are 20 different beautiful poses that you could have a beautiful woman. Like, pose like this, pose like this. Okay, we got that down. Hold the speed light up here with a softbox. Okay, we got that down. Okay, we're going to drop the autofocus on the eyeball. Okay, we got that down, right? Take the picture. Click the shutter release button like a monkey. You're going to take a beautiful photograph. That, however, resultant beautiful photograph is neither proof of a camera's excellence, nor is it proof of anybody's mastery of photographic skills. It's not. Let me point out to you what mastery of photographic skills is. Someone that knows about lighting ratios. That means they could use more than one light at a time. Hair light, main light, background light, fill light. Know how to use lighting control devices like grids. Okay, yeah, stuff like that. Gels, knowing where to place the gel, knowing at what ratio to place it in proportion to the main light. Yeah, that's important. Knowing how to use a light meter correctly and accurately. Yeah. Even that doesn't tell you anything. You could actually take a crappy camera, and if you have decent lighting skills, you could take the most amazing photograph anybody's seen. And I see stupid people go, oh my God, that photograph is so beautiful. And it is. But do you know what that says about the camera? It says nothing. It says something about the person, the monkey that clicked the shutter release button and placed the lights correctly. But it doesn't say anything about the camera or the person's, yeah, no. So, holding up a single speed light, going to an exotic location, taking a picture of a beautiful woman, focusing in on her eye, clicking the shutter release button, that is neither proof of one's photographic skills or mastery thereof, nor is it, definitely not, proof that that is a camera worth buying. Oh my God, that's such a beautiful shot. I gotta have that camera. You see where I'm coming from on this? You know, I know I've got a different sort of take on things, and I know like my attitude is different than other people, but one thing I can assure you, I've been doing this for some time, and when I see stupid stuff like that and people falling for it, it's like watching David Blaine, the street magician, like pulling the wool over someone's eyes when he like throws a deck of cards through a piece of sheet glass. It's like, oh my God, it's on the other side, how did he do that? Well, technically he had somebody on the inside playing it, but yeah. None of that stuff, yeah. I could teach somebody how to pose a woman in 20 different poses and hold up a speed light and press the shutter release button focused in on the eye. Unless someone is blind or totally mentally inept, they will make a beautiful picture. Do you understand that fact? And that is not proof of one's photographic skills, nor is it proof of a camera's excellence. What I said in this video is undeniable and irrefutable. Whether you believe it or not, I don't care. Because someone who's a truth seeker, and I assure you that that's exactly what I am, because I definitely don't play a popularity contest. Those are the facts, and they are undeniable. Have a nice day.